Between New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island in this under 13 boys Atlantic Soccer Championship. Again, welcome back. We are in Corner Brook, Newfoundland and Labrador for the under 13 and under 14 boys Atlantics. Try for goal early. The main score clock hasn't started, still showing zeros. We're only about a minute into this game. Just a quick correction if you were with us for the previous game on the standings. Incorrectly given PEI 1 point. They've got 3. Both of these teams defeated Newfoundland and Labrador by a single goal. They both tied Nova Scotia. So these two teams tied at 3 points, Nova Scotia with 4. Winner of this one will play Nova Scotia for the gold medal. If there's a tie between these two teams, it would lead to a 3-way tie for first place, but Nova Scotia would move on with a greater goal differential, having the only 2-goal victory here in the under-13s. All make sense to you? I hope so. It's been very close between all 4 teams. A previous game where Nova Scotia defeated Newfoundland and Labrador 2-0. It's the only game that had more than a 1-goal differential. We've had a number of ties, a few 1-goal games. So again, winner moves to the gold medal game. A tie. Nova Scotia goes on. Which of the other two teams? Well, we'd have to go back quite a ways through the tie-breaking procedure. So we've tied each other. We've had the same goal differential. At halftime, we may try and work out where it goes between these two if they tie. The clearest outcome would be a victory for one or the other. Prince Edward Island, the green and the white. New Brunswick, the white with the black shorts. The ball goes out. It'll be a throw-in for New Brunswick. Nicholas Susi to take it. Again, if you weren't with us earlier today, the weather is quite different today than what it was the first 2 days of this championship. First 2 days, we had bright sunshine, warm temperatures, and very high winds. Wind has died down, but it has been raining heavily and steadily all morning, since early morning here in Corner Brook. And it continues to do so as we start this game. Next to no wind to speak of. And it is still fairly mild. Another chance. Ball goes over the top of the goal. It's Pedro with a couple of chances here early in the game. Richard, a run down the right side. It's put into touch off the foot of William Campbell. Will be a throw-in for New Brunswick. It's a handball. Be a free kick for Prince Edward Island. Doucette couldn't control it. Or actually, yes, it was Doucette for Prince Edward Island, number 9. Now he's got it, Doucette. To Murphy. Over to Tremere. Into Liam Wood. Wood. To McDonald. Trapped nicely by McDonald. Into the penalty area. Doucette trying to get to it. Back heel pass. Teammate wasn't expecting it. The ball goes over the line on the far side. Throw in for New Brunswick. Richard. Cross into the middle, into Pedro scores! Third time lucky for Jared Pedro. He had 2 chances earlier, made no mistake on this one. Begins with a good run down the right side by Nicholas Richard. Gets it out in front to Pedro. We'll take a look at it here. Great cross right to the foot of Pedro. One touch, settles it, and then buries it in the back of the goal. Early 1-0 lead for New Brunswick. Get it to Jacob Moore. McDonald's run is stopped. Wood. A little bit behind Campbell, who's got to go back to get it. Again, Richard pushing forward for New Brunswick. Forces the ball into touch. It will be a throw-in for New Brunswick. Anders Good. Actually, it was Anders Good who made that run down the right side in the pass to Pedro earlier. We'll give him his due. Good again, winning the ball. Again gets the cross in. It's a dangerous one. Goes out. It'll be a goal kick for Prince Edward Islands. But all New Brunswick early. They've had a few good scoring chances. They've made good on one of them. Cody Cudmore. Right onto the foot of Pedro. New Brunswick have it again. Headed down by Good. PEI can't clear it out. Now Liam Wood has it. That was stopped by Richard. Went off of Braden Tremere and out, so it'll be a throw-in again for New Brunswick. Thrown again for Richard. And yet again to Pedro. This attempted cross will hit the outside of the goal and go out for a goal kick for Prince Edward Island. Cudmore will leave it for Wood. Sent deep by Jazz LaHaye of New Brunswick. Will go out. So not a whole lot happening right now in the game. Series of throw-ins over on the far side of the field. Quick start for New Brunswick. I say they had 2 or 3 good chances, all by Pedro before he finally buried one. Good to Pedro. Up ahead for Het. Jacob Moore is on it. Moore getting around the outside of McDonald. His cross off the legs of Garrett Het and out. Another goal kick for Prince Edward Island. Again, Cudmore will leave it for Wood to take. First touch, Pedro. Headed over by McGinn to Richard. Into the middle. Het trying to get there. Het is in behind. Ball goes off of him and out. Well, they're going to say it went off the defender, so it's going to be a corner kick for New Brunswick. Anders Good will take the corner. And again, because of the rain, we've had to move our camera back a little bit inside our tent, so not quite able to pick up that corner down there, but it's Anders Good who will take the corner. We'll pick up the ball as it comes out, and here's Good's kick. His cross, a good one right into the middle of the penalty area. Stepping into it was Pinson, and he got a lot on that, but put it over the top of the goal. Good corner taken by Good. And then Pinson found the ball at the top of the penalty area and got a lot on that shot, but as they say, it went over the top of the goal. But another good opportunity for New Brunswick. Headed down by McGinn. Again, New Brunswick get the possession. Richard stopped at midfield, wins the ball back. Wood able to take it away from him. Wood will turn and go, plays it up there. Nobody up on that left side for Prince Edward Island. The ball goes out. It'll be another throw in for New Brunswick. Quick weather update. The rain has let up again. It did that momentarily during our first game this morning, and then the skies opened once more, and it was raining heavily at the start of this one, but at least for now, the rain has stopped. It does seem to be brightening a little bit. Hat couldn't handle it off the first touch, taken by Liam Wood. Malcolm McDonald. Susie marking him. Wood trying to get through. Wood pushing it on a little further, but nowhere to go. Good defending by New Brunswick. They'll put it out. It'll be a throw in for Prince Edward Island. Jonah McDonald to Malcolm McDonald. It'll stay with Prince Edward Island. Push in the back. It'll be a free kick. Jonah McDonald into the middle. Wood missed it. Pinsent to Richard. Into the middle looking for Good. Anders Good trying to get to it. Cudmore calmly comes out and gathers it in for Prince Edward Island. Ball goes out and goes over to Prince Edward Island. Wood. He was looking for McDonald. Susie got a leg in there. Ball comes loose. Getting there first. New Brunswick, the ball went out. Throw in Prince Edward Island. Pushed on into Pedro has it. Tried to move it ahead. That was stopped by McEachran. Richard against Tremere. Wood has it. Into the middle, stepping up. Gavin Clough. Good play from the backfield. Into Pedro took it away. Jared into Pedro. Into the middle, but that's intercepted. Moore. McDonald just puts it high in the air into Pedro. Good play. Over to Richard. Stepped around Campbell. The ball went out off of Campbell. So a throw in for New Brunswick. And just as I say, the rain has let up. The rain has started. Restarted. Throw in Prince Edward Island. Doucette got it to Wood. Trying to get away from Moore. And again, it's Richard. Stopped by McEachran. Back to Richard. Into Pedro. He didn't handle it. Jonah McDonald. Jacob Moore flicking it on. Trying to run under it is Hat. Hat unable to keep it in. The ball goes out. It will go over to Prince Edward Island. Watch Inside AUS for a look at what makes Atlantic University sport the ultimate student-athlete experience. Inside AUS is available to 5 customers in Atlantic Canada on channels 1 and 401 and at bellalliant.ca/TV1. 5 TV1 powered by Bell Alliant. Under's good. His attempt was blocked by a defender. Pinsent down low for New Brunswick. And the ball goes out. And they're indicating it will be a throw-in for New Brunswick. Jacob, well, correction, they're going to say it's a free kick for New Brunswick. Jacob Moore will take it. Moore off the left foot, headed away by Wood. Clow. McDonald. Evan McDonald. Jonah McDonald following it up. Wood. Doucette was alone in the middle. Doucette has it. Ball didn't quite get to him in time, and the defenders had closed. Now it's McDonald on the right side. McDonald stopping up, trying to get the ball in front, surrounded by a couple of defenders. Wood follows up on it, and the ball goes out. And they're indicating corner kick for Prince Edward Island. A good breakout that time. Doucette was really all alone in the middle. If they could have gotten him the ball a little bit sooner. The pass did come there, but he had to wait for it. By that time, New Brunswick had gotten back. Here's McDonald's cross. Top of the box, headed away. And Anders Good will send it to the sideline. So a little bit of life from Prince Edward Island. It's been all New Brunswick up to this point of the game. They lead it 1-0. Goal by Jared Endipedro. Free kick given to New Brunswick. Referee wants them to back it up a little bit. Anders Good. Great first touch, able to control it, and heads up the right side to the top of the box. Endipedro for Jacob Moore. Didn't get a lot on that. Rolls into Cudmore. Cody Cudmore. And at midfield, Jacob Moore for New Brunswick. Tried to push it through. Jared Endipedro. Over on the right side, good ball for Richard. Tremere got there first, or McEachran rather, for Prince Edward Island. The ball goes out. Another goal kick for Prince Edward Island. And Cudmore will set it up for Liam Wood, who will take the goal kick. First touch, New Brunswick. Again, they will control it. They come right back on the attack. Good. Off a PEI defender and out. That'll go for a corner kick for New Brunswick. Anders Good will take it down to our left. All right, Anders Good. The right foot. Here's the corner. Good one right in front of the goal. Goalkeeper missed it, and it went by everybody. Great chance there. That was a good corner taken by Good.
Okay, PEI, let's get down there. Come on. Go, PEI! Go, Green! Let's go, boys!
Liam Wood.
Let's go, Green! Come on!
First touch went to PEI, but then right to Pedro. It's headed away. PEI just unable to get anything going. They had that one rush a moment ago. Struck towards goal. It's a goal. What a blast by Jacob Moore with the left foot just inside the top corner. Got a piece of the post as it went by. What a brilliant strike by Jacob Moore. Makes it 2-0 now for New Brunswick. And we'll take a look at it here. This is Moore. Just moves it over. He favors the left foot from well outside, but perfectly placed. No chance for Cudmore. Up in that top corner of the goal. 2-0 now, New Brunswick. As they try and book themselves into the gold medal game tomorrow against Nova Scotia. LaHaye stepped up, cleared it away to Richard. Useful ball down the right side. Anders Good. Good, able to get to his side of the penalty area. His cross to DePedro and DePedro. And it is getting late very early for Prince Edward Island. 3-0 now. We have not seen any one-sided games in the under 13, but this one's shaping up that way right now. Second goal by Jared and DePedro.
Come on, let's go, guys.
Again, it's Anders Good. Very similar to the first goal. The run down the right side gets it inside, crosses it. It's touched by a PEI defender, but goes right to Jared and DePedro. Very similar to his first goal. Anders Good with the run down the right side. Got the ball into the middle, and DePedro put it home. 3-0 now. We have not seen this in any of the under 13 games. Every game has been close. It's another try for a goal. This one just goes wide. The only game prior to this one, which was more than a one-goal differential, was the earlier one this morning. 2-0 Nova Scotia defeated Newfoundland and Labrador. Other than that, it's been all one-goal games and draws. Let New Brunswick come to play here this morning.
Okay, Green, let's go.
LaHaye clears it here to the near side, running under it. It's Hatt. Hatt unable to get around the two PEI defenders. McIntyre tried to make a run, but didn't get as far as midfield before he was stopped. Pinsent back to LaHaye. And that went off a PEI player, so Cudmore will come out to play it. Doucette off of him, and they're going the wrong way right now. Anders Good. Anders Good in all alone. Anders Good buries it. So Anders Good with a couple of setups now gets one of his own. And an unlikely start to this game. This is not what we expected. Two teams tied in the standings coming in. Gold medal berth on the line, and it has been all New Brunswick. This one is good this time. Doesn't have to cross as he gets behind the defenders. Makes no mistake about it. Substitution for New Brunswick, going out Garrett Hatt.
That's what it is now, boys. Let's go. Go hard. Go hard. Come on.
And coming in, number 45, Sam Hod. Again, Prince Edward Island turned back at midfield. McIntyre to McDonald. McIntyre back to McDonald, and nothing going right for Prince Edward Island right now. Throw in for New Brunswick. Nicholas Susi will take it. Left back into Pedro. He missed it. Cudmore has it. Stolen away, Jacob Moore. Moore pushes it through, looking for Pedro. It's going to be a free kick for New Brunswick. Tyson Pinsent. Pinsent driving it towards goal. One bounce and Cudmore bobbled it momentarily, but now he's got it. Looking for McDonald. He can't get away. Ball goes out. It'll be a throw-in for Prince Edward Island. Jonah McDonald. Back to McIntyre. To McDonald. Hod got a foot in the way of that. Put it out. Wood. Liam Wood. Tried to get it up ahead to McDonald. That was intercepted. Sam Hod heads it down and sends it up the field. And Pedro has to go over his head. Pinson first touch down the field, and again, it's our man Anders Good. Another try for goal. Big save by Cudmore. Corner kick for New Brunswick. Anders Good, Jared Pedro, along with Jacob Moore scoring goals. Moore will take the corner, the left-footed kicker. Already leading it 4-0. And Pedro goes high in the air, couldn't get a head on it. Ball comes all the way here to the near side. McDonald will clear. That will go out. It'll be a throw-in for New Brunswick. And leave it for Susi to take. To Hod. McIntyre. McDonald. Doucette to Wood. And down the field. Back first, LaHaye. Pass in behind Richard. It'll be a throw-in for Prince Edward Island. Wood's pass went off the defender, and out. It'll be a throw-in again for Prince Edward Island. Yeah, they're saying there was a push, so it'll be a free kick for PEI. Liam Wood to take it. Wood driving into the top of the penalty area. Headed on and headed away. This will go out and be another throw-in, Prince Edward Island. Be sure to join TV1's Scott Squires and CTV's Cyril Lunny on the Sideline Scoop each Monday at 8:40 a.m. Atlantic, 9:10 a.m. Newfoundland time. Get up to date on Bell and Line 5 TV1's local sports coverage with Scott and Cyril. That's the Sideline Scoop. Mondays only on CTV Morning Live Atlantic.
Hey-yo!
Doucette in there looking for it. It's gathered up.
Do it again, Green. Let's go.
Ball goes out. Another throw in Prince Edward Island.
Keep pressing.
McDonald for Wood. Wood trying to make something happen for Prince Edward Island. And he'll win the free kick. Good work by Liam Wood. Try and set the wall. Wood is there. Liam Wood to take the kick for Prince Edward Island. Wood low towards goal. I believe it's Phoenix Roberts in goal for New Brunswick. We'll try and confirm that.
Catch your break.
Sam Hod. Hod into the middle. Jacob Moore. Moore would like to get onto his left foot. Down to the far post. Trying to get to it is Anders Good. Unable to keep it in. It'll be a goal kick for Prince Edward Island. And confirming now the goalkeeper for New Brunswick to start this game is actually Cedric Boudreau, not Phoenix Roberts. Hasn't had a whole lot of work to do. Most of the play has been down to our left. 4-0 for New Brunswick. Richard will take the throw in for New Brunswick. Looking for Pedro. Taken away by Prince Edward Island, and then they give it away right to Jacob Moore. Moore high stepping again on the left foot. That's the one he favors. He scored with a rocket from outside earlier. Just about a minute left to go in regulation here in the first half. A surprising first half based on the games we've seen to date. And this is the final round robin game for the under 13s. Good. Again, working down that right side, so strong. Anders Good. Richard Pedro goes up, gets a head on it. It's going wide. Ball comes here to the near sideline. Malcolm McDonald. Back to Jonah McDonald. Back to Malcolm. Trip by Hod. So free kick, Prince Edward Island. Referee said the ball was moving. He wants him to redo it. As we now reach the 35-minute mark here in the first half. I don't think there'll be a whole lot of time added. What we call many delays in that first half. And right on cue, the referee blows the whistle as they say there won't be much time added. Love it when they do that, make me look good. I can use all the help I can get. Well, what to say about that first half? Not what we expected. As I mentioned a couple of times in that first half, all the games in the under 13 have been very close, up until this one. New Brunswick just came out firing, scored early, scored often. They lead at 4-0 after one half of play. It's a tough uphill battle for Prince Edward Island now. Getting set for the second half now between New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. 4-0. New Brunswick leads this game. As I say, they scored early and they scored often. A couple of goals by Jared Antipedro, one by Anders Good and one by Jacob Moore. Stake New Brunswick to a 4-0 lead as we head into the second half. Not at all the game we were expecting as we came into this one. But New Brunswick has really turned it up a notch. We get a number of second half substitutions to start the second half, and we'll see if Prince Edward Island can turn things around. It's a lot to ask. If they want to get into the gold medal game tomorrow, they're going to have to come up with a big comeback here in the second. There's a little tug on the jersey at midfield, so free kick for New Brunswick. Antoine Godin, ball went over his head. Some other players coming into the game here in the second half for New Brunswick. It'll be a throw-in for Prince Edward Island. Lachlan McEachran. Back to McEachran. Stumbling but recovering momentarily was McIntyre. Lost his balance. Headed by Yannick Oborn. Alexandra Thibault-Basque. So a number of new players in for New Brunswick. We'll get some of the new players for PEI as well as we move along. It's played back. Clow. Boudreau. To LaHaye. Godin. Another pull on the jersey, so another free kick for New Brunswick. Antoine Godin. Was looking for Nathan Dupuis. Alex Howershuk. A lot of new players in for New Brunswick, but based on what we've seen throughout the week, they're not going to lose a whole lot with this lineup. Some very good players coming in. Go over to Prince Edward Island. Get a retake on the throw-in. Lachlan McEachran goes out. Go over to New Brunswick. Godin up ahead for Pinsent. At midfield, Jacob Moore. Oborn taken away. Doucette, James Doucette, trying to make a run. Trying to push it ahead, looking for Braden Tremere. Tremere getting there ahead of Godin. Great work by Tremere. Tremere, his cross. Doucette. Doucette trying to get in. Doucette trying to get free. Finally stopped. Prince Edward Island maintained possession. Wood with a try for goal. That goes wide. And Prince Edward Island fans cheering on their teams. They put some pressure on New Brunswick that time for one of the few times in the game. Great work by Braden Tremere to win that ball down the left side and set up that opportunity. Doucette over on the right side, nobody there. The ball will go into touch and it'll be a throw in for New Brunswick. Susie, Clow, and LaHaye still in the backfield for New Brunswick. They played the first half as well. A couple of other players still in the game. Dupuis is a new player for New Brunswick. Moore played the first half. Pinson with a touch. The first half player still out there. Cudmore clears it. Moore. T-ball Basque. Tried to give it back to Moore. That was intercepted. Free kick, Prince Edward Island. Stolen away by Moore. Into Dupuis. The ball is put out, and it will be a corner kick for New Brunswick. Tyson Pinsent will take the corner for New Brunswick. Pinsent's corner, a high one into the penalty area. Nathan Dupuis called for jumping into the PEI defender. He went for the ball, so it'll be a free kick for Prince Edward Island. Cudmore to take it. Right to Jacob Moore, unfortunately, for Prince Edward Island. Another free kick for New Brunswick. It's from a dangerous area. Again, it will be Pinsent. Tyson Pinsent to take this for New Brunswick, already leading 4-0, 4 goals in the first half of the game. Low right into the wall. The wall does its job. T-ball Basque being pressured by McIntyre. The ball goes out. It'll be a throw-in for New Brunswick. Moore will take it. Moore trying to get it to T-ball Basque. Dupuis is there. The ball goes up in the air. Oborn looking for it, and it's cleared by Prince Edward Island. Wood quickly surrounded and taken away. Moore sent out to midfield. Clow heads it down. LaHaye. Gadan. Howershuk. Stopped by McEachran and put out. Throw in for New Brunswick. And the throw-in will be taken by Gadan. Looking for Howershuk. Free kick given to Prince Edward Island. Once again, another free kick. Howershuk. Into the middle, Oborn cleared away. Headed down by LaHaye. Pinsent looking for Howershuk. Howershuk trying to get free down that right side. Gadan Ball goes out. The assistant's flag had gone up for offside. The referee is going to go over and confer with his assistant. It'll be a free kick again, Prince Edward Island. They've had a number of these, but can't get the ball beyond midfield. Haven't been able to get any possession from these. Again, forced back deep in their end, and another free kick. Into the middle. First touch on it, but Pinsent is there, and Pinsent steals it away. Tyson Pinsent. Jacob Moore. Thibaut Basque. And that's a push. It'll be another free kick for Prince Edward Island. McIntyre comes right back to him, and he's stopped. The ball goes out. But it will be a throw-in for Prince Edward Island, a little further up the field this time. Into Caleb Timmons. Clough. Back to keeper Boudreau. LaHaye. Howershuk will leave it. Gadan. A push by William Campbell. Free kick, New Brunswick. Vincent will leave it for Jazz LaHaye. That's headed down. McDonald plays it back to McIntyre. Up to McDonald. Off the New Brunswick player and out. Throw in for Prince Edward Island. And that will go out over the sideline. Another throw in Prince Edward Island. Wood again trying to make something happen. One of the few bright spots for Prince Edward Island. Up ahead for Doucette. James Doucette working against LaHaye. Drops it back into the penalty area. Doucette trying to keep it in. He can't, and it'll be a throw in for New Brunswick. Stay with New Brunswick on the throw in. New Brunswick not generating the offensive chances like they had in the first half, but on the other hand, they're really not giving up much either. So we've got a 4-0 lead. We'll play a little defensively. PEI trying to push forward. Sent deep by Jack Roberts. Boudreau will go back to get it. To Jazz LaHaye. Up to Gadan. Ball goes out. Throw in for Prince Edward Island. McEachran. LaHaye got his head on it first. Wood gets to it for PEI. Liam Wood. Ball goes out. It'll be a corner for Prince Edward Island. So Liam Wood trying to make some things happen. As we try and move our camera out a little bit now that the rain has stopped. Get a shot down in that corner. Had to have the camera moved back in underneath the tent a little bit more. We get some substitutions. Both teams. Tremere and Campbell going out for Prince Edward Island. Pinsent going out for New Brunswick. Landon Peary has come in along with Jesse Campbell Johnson for Prince Edward Island. Alex McFarland, the new player for New Brunswick. All right, here's the corner kick for Prince Edward Island. Liam Wood. They'll redo it as the ball is put over the goal line. Wood will try this again off the right foot. Try and curl it in towards the goal. High ball to the far post. Put out this time by Prince Edward Island. Goal kick, New Brunswick. Corner kick actually drifted a little more out towards the edge of the penalty area. Thought it might curl in towards the far post, but stayed out up high, and then the shot put harmlessly wide. Auburn gets out to midfield. Good work by McEachran. To Perry. McEachran has it again. Back to Perry, into the middle. Campbell Johnson. That's put out. It'll be a throw-in for Prince Edward Island. Lachlan McEachran. Substitution. New Brunswick going out. Antoine Godin. And Sam Hod replaces Godin. Doucette for Wood. Back to Doucette. Doucette towards goal. That goes off the side of the goal and out. It'll be a goal kick for New Brunswick. Rain has stopped. Skies are brightening, at least for now. And no wind. The flags down to our right are completely limp at this point. Moore leaves it for Clough, who will put it out. Throw in, Prince Edward Island. We're going to have some substitutions for Prince Edward Island in just a moment. Free kick, New Brunswick. Ball at midfield. Moore pushes it ahead. Into the middle, Moore. And that's actually Dupuis. Comes into Cudmore. He misfired on us. He tried to clear it. Now he's got it. Dupuis. Alex McFarland. McFarland on the left foot. Can't get the cross in. Dupuis in the middle. Back to Moore. Into the penalty area. Cleared away by Prince Edward Island. Moore is on it first. The ball goes out. It'll be a corner kick for New Brunswick. Substitutions coming in for Prince Edward Island. As they do that, we want to remind you to visit bellalliant.ca/TV1 to get the TV1 live stream schedule and all the on-demand content. TV1 is also available to 5 customers in Atlantic Canada on channels 1 and 401. 5 TV1 powered by Bell Alliant. Corner kick. Moore drives it in. First touch went off of Andrew McIntyre and out, so they'll redo it. This has been all New Brunswick right from the opening kickoff. They had a great scoring chance just seconds into the game. Jared Endipedro put one over the top of the goal, had another one a minute or so later, missed, and then finally on his third attempt scored. And there's a great chance, and Nathan Dupuis, a little angry at himself that he didn't finish that one. He was all alone in front. Put it wide of the goal. Cudmore. Up ahead, Murphy. Stopped by Clough. Comes back to Murphy. Murphy trying to get through the middle. Campbell Johnson was there. Now they move it up ahead. Hashimoto. Clough there first. Hashimoto called for the push on Clough. Free kick for New Brunswick. Cedric Boudreau with the free kick for New Brunswick. That goes out of play. Throw in for Prince Edward Island. Free kick, Prince Edward Island. Dupuis. And he stopped and the ball is sent back down into the New Brunswick end. Hod. Headed down by Thompson. Campbell Johnson following up on it. Campbell Johnson continuing to go. Thompson. Thompson is hauled down, and that's going to be a penalty kick for Prince Edward Island. No doubter there. This will be number 8, Lucas Thompson. Actually, they're going to have Brennan Murphy take the penalty kick. Murphy drills it home, and Prince Edward Island get on the board. Brennan Murphy. We'll take a look at it. Murphy with the penalty kick. Low left corner of the goal. Boudreau reaching for it. Couldn't get to that post. Perfectly placed by Murphy. And it's now 4-1. At the very least, some consolation for Prince Edward Island to get on the board. Still about 10 minutes to go in regulation time. Substitution for New Brunswick. Jacob Moore going out.
Go PEI!
And back into the game for New Brunswick is number 35, Garrett Hatt. Clough with the free kick. Prince Edward Island able to control it. The throw-in will stay with Prince Edward Island.
Come on, Benny! Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy, man! Go, go, go! Go! That boy,
Clough.
go!
Prince Edward Island fans still trying to exhort their players to push forward. Shouting encouragement. Pick it up or not.
You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it!
Getting back first, Lachlan McEachran. Kept in on the far side by Nathan Dupuis of New Brunswick. Dupuis, his cross, taken on the short hop by Cudmore. Cudmore sends it down the field. First touch by Thompson. PEI will control. And then they turn it over. Hawerschuk. Hawerschuk working against Perry. Hawerschuk. Ball just goes out. Throw in for New Brunswick. Sam Hod. As the ball goes out this time, it'll be a corner kick for New Brunswick. They lead 4-1. Sam Hod to take it. Drives it low into the penalty area. Clough is there, can't get a foot on. Clough still has it in his feet. Ball comes back, stepping into it, sending it over the top of the goal was McFarland.
Good tackle, buddy!
Almost a giveaway. They'll go back to Cudmore. He's got to be careful here. Almost a mix-up. They get away with it, at least momentarily. Perry able to get it out. Running under it, Campbell Johnson. Up ahead, trying to get it to Hashimoto. Back defending was Nicholas Susi. Free kick for New Brunswick. Watch the East Coast Sports Show only on 5 TV1. Host Scott Squires takes you around the Atlantic region for a closer look at local sports. The East Coast Sports Show is available to 5 customers in Atlantic Canada on channels 1 and 401, as well as online at bellalliant.ca/TV1. 5 TV1, powered by Bell Alliant.
Up, dig! Go, Benny, go, dig! Dig, turn it! Dig, dig!
Hashimoto trying to get free. Clough will track it down in the corner. And New Brunswick will clear.
Yeah, Benny, go!
Ball goes out, throw in for Prince Edward Island. William Campbell will take it to Campbell Johnston. And get it back to McDonald. Free kick to New Brunswick. Under 5 minutes left to go in regulation time. More substitutions for New Brunswick. LaHaye going out and Clough. They've played the entire game up to this point. Nicholas Richard coming in.
You can do it, boys. Go! Yeah, Benny, go! Go, Benny, go! Get! That's okay, buddy, get up!
That's cleared away. Oh, Hashimoto shaken up. As the ball was being cleared, he may have gotten a slight kick. So as they attend to Ben Hashimoto, let's take a short break and be right back.
Is that 5 TV?
Oh, you know it, man.
With ultra stunning 4K picture quality.
I love using Restart.
I use that all the time.
We love having Crave TV and Netflix right on it.
And having all my TVs set up wirelessly, it's amazing.
Can you imagine some people still don't have 5 TVs?
I don't have it. Because I was living abroad.
With so many reasons to love 5TV, it's time to make the switch to the best TV service.
As we come back, pleased to report that Ben Hashimoto has made it over to the bench and receiving some treatment there, but seems to be okay. Was able to get up under his own power, make his way to the bench. Howershuk to Hod. Into the middle. Taken by Prince Edward Island. Try and get it to Doucette. Campbell Johnson. Ball goes high in the air. Doucette heading it on to Thompson. Perry for Prince Edward Island. Hod. He'll clear it. To get it, McEachran. Howershuk's on him. Howershuk and McEachran. Good battle. Ball put out. It'll be a throw in Prince Edward Island. Hod up ahead. Dupuis defended well. Good work there by Brendan Murphy. He's got the goal for Prince Edward Island on the penalty kick. Now a direct kick awarded to Prince Edward Island. Time ticking away in this one. Just over a minute to go now in regulation time. Dupuis. Howershuk. Howershuk. In and out between the defenders. Now he's got it if he can catch up to it. Howershuk couldn't catch up to it. The ball went up. A nifty little move as he went inside outside on the two PEI defenders. And then just lost it at the last second. Murphy. Across. Thompson lost it. And on it is Het. up ahead for McFarland. McFarland down the left side, working against Andrew McIntyre. Cleared away by Jack Roberts. And it will go over to Prince Edward Island. We are at the 70-minute mark. We're at full time. And we'll see how much time the referee decides to add. Free kick, Prince Edward Island. We did have a couple of delays, and of course we had time to look after Ben Hashimoto, who was down and shaken up a few minutes ago. So we'll see a few minutes added here. Good hustle by Perry. Perry of PEI into the middle to Thompson. Murphy's got it onto the right foot and gets away a good shot on goal. Save made by Boudreau. Cleared to the sideline. Sam Hod for Hawerschuk. Into the middle, Dupuis. Dupuis trying to work it onto the right foot. Over to Hawerschuk. Hawerschuk. To Hod. Dupuis turns. Hawerschuk has it. Back to Hod. Thibault Basque, his try for goal. Sails well wide. Goal kick for Prince Edward Island. Referee with another check of the watch. Not likely to be a lot of time left to go. There is the final whistle that comes to an end. A huge first half by New Brunswick. 4 straight goals in the first half power them to a 4-1 victory here this afternoon. So now